Let's talk about a little coin that might not get much attention but holds a strong legacy, the 1994 Roosevelt Dime. It's that small, shiny 10-cent piece you probably overlook in your change jar, but this coin actually packs a lot of interesting history, collectible value, and design beauty. So, sit back and let's dig into the story and details of this humble yet important American coin. Alright, first off, what exactly is the Roosevelt Dime? This dime was first introduced in 1946, just months after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Why him? Well, Roosevelt was deeply connected to the March of Dimes, a program originally started to fight polio, a disease Roosevelt personally battled for much of his life. So, to honor him, his face was placed on the U.S. dime. And ever since then, every single 10-cent coin in the U.S. features his portrait on the front, or what we call the obverse. Now, zoom ahead to 1994. The Roosevelt dime was still going strong. This year didn't mark any major change in design, but the coins minted this year are still collectible, especially in top condition, proof strikes, or with errors. Design breakdown. Let's get into what you actually see on this coin. Obverse, front. On the front, we have a left-facing portrait of President Roosevelt. This design was created by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the United States Mint back in the 1940s. It's a simple, clean image, Roosevelt's serious expression, and the inscriptions. Liberty to the left. In God we trust below his chin. The year, 1994, tucked below the neck. And the mint mark just above the date, that's where you'll see a small letter like P, D, or S, telling you where it was made. Reverse, back. Now flip the coin and you'll see a trio of symbols. An olive branch on the left, peace. A torch in the center, liberty. An oak branch on the right, strength. These three things together represent what the U.S. wants to stand for: peace, liberty, and strength. Pretty deep for a small coin, right? Around that design, it says, United States of America. E pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many, one. And finally, one dime at the bottom. Mint marks and where it was made. In 1994, the Roosevelt dime was made at 3 different mints. Philadelphia Mint, coins have a P mint mark. Denver Mint, coins have a D mint mark. San Francisco Mint, these are the proof coins, with an S mint mark. Now here's the deal, if you have a regular 1994 dime in your change, it's likely from Philly or Denver. But the ones from San Francisco are special. They're mirror-like proof coins made especially for collectors. You can't find these in circulation. Metal composition. Let's talk about what it's made of. Now, a lot of people think coins are made of silver, and they were before 1965. But the 1994 dime? Nope, no silver here. Instead, it's what we call a clad coin, meaning it has an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a core that's pure copper. So, even though it looks shiny like silver, it's mostly copper inside. It weighs about 2.27 grams, and has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, pretty small, even by coin standards. Collectability and value. Alright, now to the fun part. Is your 1994 dime worth anything? If it's a regular circulation coin from Philly or Denver, in average condition, it's worth, well, 10 cents. Yep, not much to brag about. But if it's in uncirculated condition, like MS-65 or higher, that's coin grading talk for super shiny and no scratches, it can sell for $1 to $3, not bad for a dime. Now, the real prize is in proof coins from San Francisco. These coins are highly polished, made only for collectors, and never go into general circulation. A perfect condition 1994 S-proof Roosevelt dime can be worth $3 to $10, depending on how pristine it is. But wait, there's more. If you find a coin with an error, like a misstrike, off-center design, or missing lettering, that's where the big money is. Some rare 1994 dimes with weird errors have sold for $100 or more. So yeah, check your change carefully. Interesting facts. No silver. Don't mistake it for an old silver coin. It might look shiny, but 1994 dimes have no silver content. High mintage. In 1994, the U.S. Mint made hundreds of millions of these coins. So, they're not rare, unless in perfect condition or with an error. Still in use. You probably use a 1994 dime today without even realizing it. That's how durable and common these coins are. Coin grading. If you want to get serious about collecting, learning the coin grading scale, from poor to MS 70, is key. For this coin, the MS mint state, grades matter the most. Packaging. Proof coins usually come in special cases or proof sets, so if you have one still in the original packaging, that's better for value.